You came across this question in your Jamb exam. How will you solve it? It is very easy. Now let's solve together. The question says 2.5 grams of anhydrated salt. All right. So the first question you ask yourself, what is anhydrated salt? Anhydrated salt is a salt with water in it. Are you there? Listen carefully. Gave, all right, gave on heating 2.13 grams of an anhydrous salt. Now the next question asks me, what is an anhydrous salt? An anhydrous salt is a salt without water. So just listen and follow instructions. Because all of these terminologies I'm going to use to solve this question. All right. Given that the molar mass of the anhydrous salt is this 208 grams per mole. You know, whenever you see slash, it means per. Are you there? And this is G gram per moles. All right. So see what the question says. It says calculate the number of molecules of the water of crystallization in this salt. Now, it's very important for me to explain to you what you have to do to solve this question. All right, just listen carefully. Now, let me give you an example of a salt with water of crystallization, so you see what I am talking about. This I am doing now does not pertain to the question. I want to just give you an example of a salt with water of crystallization in it, so you know what to do to solve questions like this. I'm going to solve this question, and at the end of solving this question, I'll give you all practice questions so you solve and provide the answer in the comment section. All right, this is an example of a salt with water of crystallization, Na2CO3.10H2O. So this part of the compound after the dot is the water of crystallization. Are you following me? So what they are now asking you to determine the number of molecules of the water of crystallization. So this is the water of crystallization. What's the number of molecules? So this is what they are asking us to determine in this question. So in this question, this number, which is unknown, will make it X. Are you there? Because we are looking for it. I told you this I'm saying doesn't pertain to this question. Remember, at the end of solving this question, I'll give you a practice question. So they are asking us to look for what? X. So here is X, for instance. Now they are asking us to get X in this question, and let me teach you how to get X. Now this is the formula to determine the value of X, which you are looking for in this question, which is the number of molecules that will be in the water of crystallization that pertains to this question. So X, here is the formula, is simply MOA. I'm going to tell you what MOA means. MOA means molar mass of anhydrous salt. I believe you can see A here, anhydrous salt. You open a big bracket and write HM here. What does HM means? HM simply means mass of hydrated salt. All right, minus, all right, AM. And what does AM means? Mass of anhydrous salt. I believe you are following me, because you can see all this I'm saying, they are all in the question. All divided by 18 AM. All right, 18 AM means 18 times AM. And what is this AM still? It's still mass of anhydrous salt. And all the parameters you have in this, formula are all in this question. So let's impute and solve this question without stress. It's very simple. Listen carefully. So let's impute the parameters into the formula. So X will now be equal to what's MOA? Molar mass of anhydrous salt. They gave it to us now. The molar mass of the anhydrous salt is 208. So here for MOA, I'm going to write 208, open a big bracket. What is HM? HM is the mass of hydrated salt, all right? 2.5 grams of anhydrated salt. So this is the mass of the hydrated salt, all right? I believe you are following me, which is 2.5 grams, all right, minus AM, the mass of anhydrous salt, all right? Gave on eating 2.13 grams of anhydrous salt. So this is the mass of the anhydrous salt, all right? 2.13. Close the bracket, all divided by 18. All right, you know that 18 AM means 18 times AM. And what's still AM? 2.13. All right, so here becomes 2.13. Are you there? Let's impute everything into the calculator. Make sure as you are solving, impute it carefully. You don't have to rush it. All right, it's very simple. So first of all, we subtract. So we're having 2.5 minus 2.13. That is 0.37. All right, so X will now be what? 208. Open bracket, close bracket, 0.37 divided by 18 times 2.13. So 18 times 2.13, that is 38.34. 38.34. So let's input everything into the calculator and get the answer. Now listen carefully. I know you want to ask, how did this 8 actually come into the picture? It is the formula. It is part of the formula. Are you there? Follow instructions. All these things are very simple. So we have 208. All right, listen, 208 times, all right, bracket means times 0.37, all divided by 38.34. We are having, wow, we got the answer. We are having it to be 2. So you can see the answer to this question becomes option A. So for instance, we have to impute this into a compound. It will be like this. Let me just use an example like Al2O3 dot XH2O. So what becomes the value of X as gotten here will now be 2. I believe you understand what is happening. So get ready for your own practice question. It is very simple.
To have more understanding about chemistry calculations and solving all of these type of questions, I already have them on the chemistry masterpiece, okay, which is calculations and keynotes in chemistry. So if you are preparing to write the Jamb exam, this book is very, very important for you. Now, for more information getting the chemistry masterpiece, do well to direct message me via my WhatsApp number. It will be on the screen.
Okay guys, here is your own practice question. So you solve and provide the answer in the comment section. When you are done getting your answer, that your answer you get, you now input it here. You get, actually, this is the compound that actually has the X value you have to get for. Now listen carefully. This place that is X can be anything. It can be A, B, any symbol. So in that formula that you're writing, X is equal to all those things I said. That X can be A, can be B, can be anything. I'm just using X. X is like unknown, you understand, in math. So all these must be noted. So we've come to the end of this lesson. If you find my video lesson helpful, make sure you click on the subscribe button to my channel and also share my lessons to your friends. Thanks for watching.